What's going on, everyone? This is a video that was requested way back when. I apologize that it took so long. To be honest with you guys, I don't really do too much double stick. It's not my cup of tea. It is part of my curriculum. It is something that is crucial to understanding having two live hands, two safety hands at the same time. However, I personally believe that my forte is in the empty hand, my forte is in single stick, and in knife. But after practicing and doing it over and over and over and over again, doing what my body told me to do, this is my double stick signature Sinawali. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to Filipino martial arts, Sinawali basically translates into weaving. And so you can weave with one stick, with two sticks, one knife, two knife, your empty hand, you name it. A lot of the times your Sinawali will look like this. This is what we call a standard Sinawali. Some people call it Heaven Earth Sinawali or Heaven 6 depending. Basically, it's a count of 6, and it's a circular pattern where my strikes can continue to weave and weave and weave. So this follows the same principles as an X pattern, as any circular strike, any infinite strike. It doesn't stop unless I decide to make it stop, or if you give me a reason to stop, and my reason could be personally if I wanted to change the angle, or if I just wanted to stop striking. So a lot of my signature movements, a lot of the madness that goes on to my brain is actually very structured. And as much as it's very near impossible to recreate, a lot of it is a bunch of techniques in small compartments bunched together when I feel it happens best. So it's not a precise count, it's not a precise situation that causes it to happen. It's just my body feels that this is the right time to do it and this is the right time to plug in this particular section. So I'll run it by you guys very slowly and I'll try to put it together at a pace where you can hopefully appreciate it, but also maybe take it and add some flair to yours if you guys do this Sinawali as well. So like many Sinawalis, mine comes from a very structured position, which will start from here. And it doesn't have to be here, but this will just basically set up my standard double stick Sinawali. And after doing this a few times, one of my favorite things to do is add in what we call a terapilon. And a lot of the times, if you do this consecutively, this is what we call a double Sinawali, because now there are double strikes included. But as I flow, I tend to only do one. So as I get into my rhythm, I go one terapilon there. And I can play with that for a bit. Okay, as I get comfortable from the terapilon, very commonly what I'll do is I'll bring this up and I'm going to do what we call a subrata or an umbrella block. And I'm going to use that with the strike at the same time. Because I have double sticks, I'm going to stretch and create space. Wrap this one around the back of my head. And from here, instead of going back into a standard Sinawali, okay, from the terapilon into the subrata, I'm actually going to scoop underneath and do what we call a reverse Sinawali. So basically it's a Sinawali in the reverse angle. Okay, so from the top, we have a double standard stick Sinawali, into a terapilon, into a subrata, into a reverse terapilon. And usually from here, I'll switch it up, and I'll end up going side to side, which is almost like a horizontal Sinawali, back into my regular Sinawali. Okay, so slowly, step by step. Number 1. This is your double stick, standard Sinawali. Usually at the end of the count, when my right hand is coming back up, I'll turn this one into step number 2, the terapilon, or the twisting strike. And immediately after that, I would bring it over my head, stretch out my bottom hand into a subrata, following right into a scoop. So I use my left hand as kind of a monitor or a line for me to cut, and I tuck that in as I'm scooping with my right hand, and I begin my reverse Sinawali. As I'm reverse Sinawali, usually I get to this position here where my left hand is crossing to my right side is on my left hand here. I'll twist and go back into a side to side. My right hand is on top, and from here I do my side to side and then back into my double stick Sinawali. Okay. All together now, a little bit faster. We're going to go Sinawali, terapilon, over, scoop, side to side, and back. Terapilon, subrata, scoop, into my side to side. And so it's very sporadic. It's not something that you can follow step for step, timing for timing. A lot of it is just, when I think about Sinawali, when I think about even single or double, doesn't really matter. I think about constantly flowing, constantly weaving, not really leaving a gap of nothing. A very term that I keep dear to my heart, Grand Maestro John Bias once taught me, always move with purpose. Everything you do has to have purpose. If there's no purpose, if there's no block, no strike, no terms of control, don't strike. Don't waste your energy. Don't try to be as efficient as possible. And I've kept that dear to me, and that's how I've kind of structured the way that I train. So deep down into the structure of each movement that I compile into my Sinawali, the principle of when I do it is constantly keep my sticks engaged. Keep striking. Same angles, different angles, doesn't matter. Don't leave a space where you can start to enter or you can start to capitalize on me giving kind of the split seconds of opportunity to you. And that's kind of how I do my double stick signature Sinawali. So if you are new to this channel and you did enjoy that video, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you continue to see these videos on your feed. And until next time, catch you guys then.